What's up guys, Collector Joey here, back again with another unboxing, and today we have a very special unboxing for you guys. This is going to be the Iron Man Mark II 2.0 from Hot Toys. I can't wait to get into this one. I've been waiting for it for so long, and it's one of my most anticipated figures. So let's get into it now, and let me know what you think about it down there in the comment section below. Also, while you're down there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get to the video. And here is the box for the Iron Man Mark II 2.0, and it's already looking beautiful, guys. We do have a metallic sheen through it, which is not all the way through it, but it's mainly on the Iron Man and the Iron Man Mark II lettering, which just gives so much just coolness to the box. And then we do have this ugly warning label, though. I don't know why they throw it on there. Of course, the Iron Man logoing of the movie down there. We have die cast down at the bottom as well, and then to the right of it we do have a Hot Toys logo, and then next to it is a movie masterpiece logo. If we look on the left, it does say Iron Man Mark II again, and then we have some more scenes throughout the movie, and those are in metallic as well. We go to the back, and some more of that beautiful shine is right there. And then of course how we open a lot of these die cast Iron Mans is through the side, so let's get it open. Let's see this thing, guys. So first off, you'll take this slip cover off and be greeted with a black foam like we always are with these die cast figures. And let me open this up. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for this. Ooh, this one's a little bit harder. There we go. Let's see. Oh, all right, for the reveal. Boom, there he is. Oh my gosh, even through the plastic I can see how chrome this is. I can't wait, man. Now I do have a 1.0 Mark II, the Unleashed version, to compare with this. We will do that a little bit later on, but let's take a look at this for a first impressions. Let's see what this looks like. And I know with Iron Man there's so much foam and plastic, but oh man, hey, this might be one of the heaviest Iron Mans I think I have. This one, yeah, this has to be the heaviest. Wow. Look at that. Sorry with all the reflecting and stuff on the light, but that chrome is absolutely, it's more almost like a mirror finish. It's very close to that, but this is something you don't want to unbox with your boxers on, so at least while you're recording. So it wouldn't go good, but you can probably see me in that reflection. This is stunning, guys. This is just beautiful work. I feel like more of the heft is down here in the lower section, though. Up here, it does feel like plastic and everything, but right here I can feel some metal. So yeah, down here is where all that heft is coming from. It's just gorgeous, man. But anyways, let's stop gushing over this. Let's get to the accessories, and then we'll get back to the figure itself. Recently, I have been grabbing all the accessories, making them look all nice and everything, but no, I'm just going to go through this box with you guys, so let's take a look now. We will start off with the hands, and of course, with all the Iron Mans you get these awesome hands that do articulate through every knuckle right here, and they do it. They just so good. I mean, it's so seamless. They've been doing this since I've been collecting. They've been doing this since everybody's been collecting, and it's just something that's really awesome that they include, because you can kind of make however, you know, whatever hand you want it to be in, you could do it, and it's just so mirror finish. You could see that right here and right here, so you get two of those and they look gorgeous. And then the next hands we have are down here, and these are more fixed hands, more of the I guess you could say repulsor hands, or whatever it's called, his blaster hand right there, and they're just more fixed, or he could be in flight, anything like that. But these look great, man. That reflection I just cannot get enough of. It looks beautiful because you do have like a reflection, and then you don't have one on the fingers, and it's more of like a smoky finish, which I like. And then we do have this thing right here. Now this is just a neck adapter. Basically, you just put it on the figure and it makes it look like the head sculpt is coming out of the suit. Speaking of head sculpts, we do have another Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt. I have so many of these, but let's take a look at this one and see what it looks like. There it is. This one, it looks good. I like it, man. The hair sculpt, they did a really good job on. I think they did a very, very good job on, and I believe Yeah, I believe these eyeballs do roll, so we are going to see how that works. And there we go. You could just open it up right there from the back. You probably didn't even notice that. I mean, they hide it so well nowadays. So you can roll the eyeballs right and left. They have a tool, but sometimes you can get your finger in there, sometimes you can't. But yeah, you could just roll them back and forth, and that would be something fun to do later on in posing. But there it is. I think it looks really nice. Now let's get to the second section of this box, which is right under here. I don't know what else is left, but we're going to find out, and it's a lot of pieces. So first off, we do have the instructions, and we have a lot of batteries, which I don't think I'll be using the batteries today. Sorry if you want to see Iron Man lit up. It's just going to take me so long to do. But this is what you get and how the batteries look now. Now, the first tray that you do get with this is a lot of different accessories for the Iron Man to make it look like it's kind of, suiting up and things like that. These look really cool. They all have that awesome reflective material. Let me show you a couple of them. So first one is this. I think this is kind of like for his thigh, and it makes it look like the armor is like halfway on and halfway off. You get two of those right there. Looks awesome. Now, I don't know what these are, but these had some cool patterns in it, so I thought you'd probably want to see that. It's two of them as well, so they could go on like the side of his leg or something like that. Now, we do have a piece of his chest right here. There is the top parts as well, but I brought this part out because it had the middle part to it. This looks good too. But I think these are the coolest little accessories that you can put on him. And this is kind of like his arm and all the tech inside of his arm. But it is also painted on the sides with that awesome reflective material. But this is very detailed. Really good for pictures. You get two of them. And yeah, this is probably my favorite part of all these accessories. And you also get the rocket as well in here. We get these with a lot of Iron Mans, and it always looks good. Now for the final piece that I have been waiting for, and that's the base. Now this is a new base that we get for Iron Mans, and I'm really glad they came out with something like this because I was tired of like just normal bases for Iron Mans, and you pay a premium. So finally we get something like this. Let me get it out and show you guys what it looks like. So here is what it looks like, and man, now is that a base right there? Look at this. You got like the arc reactor going on the top part. It can light up, and what's really cool about it is that you don't need batteries for it. It can take a USB-C, I believe that is, yes, and you just turn it on and boom, it's there. But just the shine of this, it just matches the whole figure, the name on the front. It just looks awesome. But that's not all. You can attach some other things to it. Let me attach them and show you guys what it looks like with this on it. Boom, and there it is, guys. The base all put together. These side pieces look absolutely beautiful. They are connected with a ball joint right here, and right here on the top parts, and then just peg into the base, and you can kind of move it a little bit however you want to. You might want to be a little careful with it though, because it could come undone and fall out, but it's pretty sturdy though. The side parts are cool because they're kind of like transparent. They have that metallic effect throughout it. They also have some yellow in there, and then you do have the crotch grabber, of course, which is silver as well. And I always like crotch grabbers, even with Iron Man's. Flight poles are a little too unsightly for me unless I do want to get it in that flight pose, but this one I think will stick in a museum pose or something like that. But this is an awesome base for an Iron Man. And I know you guys want to see this at least lit up, so I will do that right now. There it is. It is lit up in the middle. I know you can't really see it. Let me turn off this light and maybe that'll help. Now that I turned off the light above me, we can probably see the light a little bit better. There it is. That looks amazing. It does have that beautiful hint of blue you usually see with Iron Man's, and then it does reflect all the way around the sides until it meets right here, and I just absolutely love it. So enough with the base. Let's get back to the figure itself. And back to the figure itself, we do have him in his shiny glory, the Mark II, without all the foam on it, of course. And this is still looking stunning. And yes, this isn't that sleek and modern design that we're all used to now. And, it's usually just all nice and red going throughout it. No, this is Iron Man Mark II. This is one of his first suits, basically, and it is bulky, it is heavy, it looks like an actual suit on a person, and I love that look. and the reflection just brings out all these details, but it also kind of hides them as well, because some things you can and can't see. You can take off the chest right here, and that's what it looks like in the inside, and that just pops right back on right there. You do have these wings on the back as well, which we usually get with Iron Mans of this nature, and there is even some bigger ones that come out right here that kind of like a butterfly, and these are metal. You can hear the metal on them, and there's just some details just going on throughout everywhere on this figure. I think it looks amazing. The articulation is, you know, of course, with Iron Man, very, very good. You could do basically anything you want, and you do not have a double jointed elbow right here. It just does 90 degrees, and that's about it. With the legs, you know, we're used to the Iron Man being able to take out some of this or move some of these pieces and move the leg around wherever you kind of want it to. The articulation on Iron Man is very, very complex. We do have the knee going to about that much, and with this ankle pivot, it only goes up and down, basically, not like this. That's all it basically does right there, and it can move a little bit right and left, I guess. And then we have some toe articulation there as well. But yeah, I'm liking it, guys. I really think it looks good. Of course, it's not the greatest because it's not that sleek design or that red design, but it is a very iconic suit. But I want to show you guys what the figure looks like with the head sculpt on it, so let's get to that. And here it is with the head sculpt, and it does look good, I'm not gonna lie, but is this my preferred way of having this figure displayed? No, I'd rather just have it with the mask on, but the head sculpt does look really good. I like it. Now it's time to compare this one to the 1.0 Unleashed version, so let's get it out here. So on my left, we will have the 2.0 Mark II, and then here is the 1.0 right there. And as you can see, the comparison between the two, it's very, very drastic. You do have a lot more shine on the newer one than you do on the right. But this is a lot more lighter. I believe this is probably like 2 or 3 times less than this one. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like. But you can just tell the differences between the two and how good this new one looks compared to this one. Man, that's a big difference, and it's a lot more taller and bulkier. But there it is. Let's look at the back of them. So here is the comparison on the back side, and wow, the like engineering that has gone into these Iron Man figures is outstanding, and it really does show. I'm glad I'm able to show you guys kind of a comparison between these, and you got like these screws exposed and everything, unless I'm missing a piece. I don't think I am, but they still did have those wings and everything like that. It's just gone so much more farther nowadays, and man, I think that's so cool to see the difference. But now that we have unboxed the figure, I do want to get those cool accessories on him. So what I'll do is get him on the turntable, and we'll take a look at him with all those accessories on him up close. And then we will pose him up in a different pose and talk about some pros and cons and my overall thoughts. So let's get to it. Here we have it, the Mark II with all the accessories attached to him. I'm not going to lie, this looks pretty good. I did not expect that at all. This looks like a piece that could stand alone on its own, kind of like in a trophy case or in an office or a desk. I'm really liking how the thigh armor looks suiting up, and also the arm attachment on here looks stunning. It has a lot of detail. Still one of my favorite parts of this figure. Now, time to get to those pros and cons, of course, for this Iron Man. Starting off with the pros. My first pro would have to be the chrome finish on this guy. They did it so well because not all of it is chrome. You do have some variations of silver in there as well. Also, there is some weathering around the edges of the panels, probably trying to mimic the first time he took this thing in flight mode. Another pro would have to be the head sculpt. Even though I don't think it looks the best on this Iron Man, I still think they did a really good job with the likeness and the hair sculpt. Next pro would have to be the magnet attachment system on this figure. A lot of the Iron Mans usually have the accessories put in with like pegs or a friction peg or something like that, but on this one there is a lot of magnets to attach the accessories, which make it so much easier trying to put on some of the pieces of armor. My last pro is going to go to this gorgeous base. This base is everything I want in a standard Iron Man base. It fits the theme of the figure, it lights up, it has some cool diorama aspects to it that are very detailed and posable. And of course, with the pros, there will be some cons, but there's not many because one of these cons is actually applying to all the other Iron Mans. So we'll start off with that con, which is the battery system. I don't know why Hot Toys is still going with batteries, but that's how they're doing this. I mean, even with the base, they don't use batteries anymore. It's so out of date. I want to say there's like 1 or 2 Iron Mans that are powered by USB-C, but not this one, unfortunately. And then I feel like this gives them an excuse to make a 3.0 figure later in the future, making this one out of date. My next con would be how fragile the figure is when you have all these suit up accessories on him. Once you get him placed in a pose that you like, I would not touch it at all or everything could just fall off. Another con would be the obvious, that is this thing is a fingerprint magnet. I never use gloves for reviews or anything like that, but for this one I was really considering it. I do have one more con, but it is kind of a nitpick. But instead of the full head sculpt, I would have loved to finally get another Iron Man's helmet with the Tony Stark head sculpt inside. They did it for this Unleashed version of the Mark II, but it had Don Cheadle's head sculpt in it. I want to get a Tony Stark one. So for my overall rating of this figure, I was absolutely going to give it an 8.7 out of 10. But now, I think after messing with it for a while, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Now, I will say that I don't think this Iron Man is for everyone. I think this Iron Man is for more of those Hall of Armor collectors or someone that really loves the first movie and is willing to get every figure from it. If you're someone that wants this as their first Iron Man figure, I wouldn't recommend it. I think you should get the Mark III, which is basically the same figure, just painted in that beautiful red and gold, or even the battle-damaged Iron Man from Endgame. I did think that this would be contender for figure of the year, but now looking at it, it is great, but it doesn't reach the levels of the other releases we've had this year, like the Iron Man Mark VII and the Iron Patriot, which both looked phenomenal. Anyways, let me know what you thought about this figure down there in the comment section below. Also, while you're down there, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more unboxings and live streams. It's been Collector Joey. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.